Blankenship out to kick off. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Cousins. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw, Cousins. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down.
42-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And some room to maneuver. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep, and while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
Shrugs him off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Second and 11 now.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Behind the chain, second and 12. Handoff comes to Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. The option to give to Taylor here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Touchdown, Colts. Nyheim Hines, 29 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Colts 7, Vikings 3. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. Flushed out right. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go, baby.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run Taylor, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for the...
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard
Off the play fake, Cousins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First and 10, Taylor now. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Here's second and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. On play action, Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Wentz to throw on third and 1.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Vikings 3. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Second and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flush to his right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Matt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ellinger to throw.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sheldon Richardson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Second down, here's Mond again. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Mond. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mond looks to throw on first down. Finding Herndon here, the completion. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Mond. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Mond. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to Alexander Madison. A gain of 11 yards.
On 4th down, Mond. He'll buy some time right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Smith-Marset there to make the grab. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Colts 24, Vikings 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Ellinger. That's complete. Mike Strong with it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
They go play action. Now Ellinger.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sheldon Richardson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mond out of the shotgun.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mond looks to throw.
Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
On 2nd and a long way to go.
Mond.
Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Vikings on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bond going to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw is Ellinger.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2.
On 2nd and goal. Mon escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
24. Vikings 17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, it's Ellinger.
And this is incomplete. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts' 31-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4th down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Madison. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And some room to run now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Colts 31, Vikings 17. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mon now off of play action.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Off the play fake, Mond.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, Hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They go play action here. Mon
dancing to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Watch the
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.